Beyond the physical, when the human being exists without the body, what is the nature, how he functions? So once the body is shed, the being is still on. The subtle body, the mental body and the pranic body and the karmic substance is still there, and they function in their own way. It is always there. It is just that most people are unaware of it. So these beings whom you refer to as ghosts, all that has happened is they lost their physical body because either the body finished its course and fell off, or you damaged it in some way, you crashed your car, or you drank yourself to death, or you broke your heart, or something happened to the body. The mechanism broke. So it fell down and went back into earth. But the being is all there intact as he was. Especially if there is something called as karmic body. There is a certain amount of activity that your karma demands. If you do not perform that activity, you will remain a very disturbed being. So on the spiritual path, when we put people, the first phase of that spiritual path, we put them into extreme activity. Work like mad. They came there to do meditation, but all we do is we drive them like slaves. Because a certain amount of karma, which is called as prarabdha, in prarabdha, a certain amount of your energy is dedicated to physical activity. Similarly, a certain amount of energy is dedicated to mental activity, emotional activity. Like this, there are various dimensions. In each person, these proportions and ratios are very different from person to person. When your allotted physical karma is not taken care of, if you try to sit and meditate, your body won't let you sit. It wants to do so many things the moment you want to meditate. With many of you it's happening. If you don't meditate, you're quite okay. If you sit for meditation, your body wants to do so many things at that time. So we put people into extreme activity for a certain phase of their life, so that they come to a point, if they sit, they simply sit. There's nothing else in them but sitting. Sitting is total sitting, nothing else. Emotion, especially with modern human beings, today's world, the emotional aspect of prarabdha is not fulfilled at all. People neither laugh their laughter fully nor cry their tears fully. They don't express themselves. In the name of culture and etiquette, everything has become controlled and rigid. If they get angry, they cannot shout. Maybe that's one thing that they're expressing. Or their laughter is not total, their tears are not total. They don't find emotional expression. That's the reason why we structured the Bhava Spandana program, so that people hit such an emotional peak. Even there, people try to control themselves and keep themselves, like that. That's not a place to go control yourself. That's a place to go emotionally crazy, absolutely crazy. So that the energy allotted for emotion is taken care of. Then if you sit here, you're free of emotion. So if these things are not… If a person dies naturally, he runs his full course and then he dies, by then the life energy in him has lost its vibrancy. It's become very mild. Because it's become so mild, it cannot hold on to the body, it slips out. That is natural death. Very few people die naturally though. Few means in terms of percentages. Most people die because they break their body one way or the other. Improper living, improper accidents and so many other ways. In one way or the other, they break the body before energy becomes dissipated. If life energy becomes dissipated, then because of low vibrancy, it cannot hold. Very slowly, gently, somebody will leave the body. But today, these medical people won't allow you to die gently. They will go on creating new karma for you by going on pricking you, pricking you, pricking you. At least a few people are still choosing to die in their homes, or everybody goes to the hospital in America? Hmm? Both birth and death happens in hospitals. Hmm? So, in India, still people have this right that when he gets old, he can just, no, I don't want to go to any hospital. And he dies. Maybe he dies 1 or 2 years early year than if he had gone to the hospital, but he dies the way he wants to die. It's important. So if somebody dies of old age where the vibrancy of life has become very minimal, this life finds another body very easily, very quick. Those kind of disembodied beings, you can't feel them so much unless you're very sensitive. But somebody died when his course is not complete, then it's vibrant life, you can feel it so much more. This is the reason why people started saying, if somebody dies of accident or murder or suicide, they become ghosts. Everybody becomes ghosts. But these beings, you can feel them more than others because they're much more vibrant life. So this goes in this line and into details of how, why, what of it, the mechanics of it. No ghost stories, no entertaining stories there, but very technical about how this whole thing happens.